Alright, we have a great Hun war for you today. This is an amazing game, if I do say so myself. Commentating it is going to be amazing fun. There's a lot going on pretty much all around the map. I'll speed up the economy stage at this point. Hopefully you managed to see the new introduction, which one of my mates has done up for me. His channel is actually Bon Von Curious. Got some great stuff on there. Definitely deserves a lot more than what he's getting. If you need any animations or anything done, definitely check him out. He'll be able to help you out with a lot of stuff. Alright, so we'll jump into the game now. Hopefully you like the new intro. Alright, so on this side over here, playing as blue, we have SarajevoCity, who is playing as the Huns, as I stated before. It is Huns war. Already got his mill up there, moving straight onto there. So, quite an interesting play, getting a mill up that early. Especially playing as Huns, usually you go straight for the lumber camp. Over here, as you can see, more traditional play up. As, by the way, we have Esterb4n playing over here as Huns as well, as I said, Hun war. But lumber camp come up here, so it's more of a standardized Huns build up. As we can see over here, I'll come over here so we can see, scouting out around, done some sheep scouting already that I believe I actually missed while I was talking. I do that a lot, but luring his first boar in there and still having 4 sheep there, so doing quite a good job there. Going to berries now, so most likely going to put a mill up now, so we now has both the buildings we'll need to advance, so doing quite well. Swap over to the other side over here. As you can see, putting a lumber camp up now, no problem using these straggler trees here. Each one has 100 wood on them. Well, every tree has 100 wood, so you can put up a lumber camp quite easily afterwards. As you can see, microing his villages all onto the same piece of wood there, and luring a second boar in there. By the looks of it, looks like it's going to be good timing too. Still having 5 sheep left there as well, so that's very good timing. As you can see, he has now scouted his opponent here, knows his mill hasn't found his lumber camp yet, so he's not going to be able to get that lumber harassment in quite so soon. Alright, we'll come down here. As well, this game does have a lot going on it, so I may be slowing it down at times. I think it's quite a good idea to do. If you think I've done it wrong, just really post in comments. Oh yeah, and also, remember to rate, comment and subscribe. The more people we get onto this channel, the better, the more we can revive AoE. Well, it's going pretty hard, but the more we can get on it, the better. It's a great game and deserves a lot more than it's getting. To play online, if you need any help, definitely just message me. There's some great clients out there, Feudal and Game Ranger, of course, being the top ones. So definitely get on to me if you don't know what you're doing. As we can see here now, still in Dark Age, both players. However, Esterb4n up here is up by about 200 points. As we can see up here, just moving up through, and you can see he's got these militia out, a good old D-rush. So staying clear of that town centre, of course. Seeing that barracks coming up there, we'll turn the fog of war off just so you can see this bit. As you can see, just looking for a point of entry. SarajevoCity over here has done a great job of walling off, we'll say, forcing his opponent to go past the town centre on all accounts there. However, if he is sneaky, he may be able to make it through. As you can see, he's just trolling the outside of his opponent's base here. And as you can see now, here SarajevoCity has been going across over here now, so he's going to try and get in some harassment as well. Looks like he might lose that militia. Lots of villagers coming there, and that's Esterb4n there going up to the Feudal Age, which means he'll be able to upgrade to men-at-arms, which no doubt he'll do. As you can see, forward base coming up here. We'll check and see if Sarajevo has seen it. Sarajevo has not noticed the forward base yet, but the upgrade to men-at-arms has been done, so that means he's going for less harassment and more killing. So as you can see here, SarajevoCity has actually put these guys up, and he's used that scout there to hope to get the town centre to attack and miss, so we can get these in here. Very well played there. I'll turn the fog of war off so we can actually look. Over this side here, Esterb4n is... I'll slow this down actually. Esterb4n over here putting up a watchtower, trying to get in here to harass these villages. However, SarajevoCity reacting very quickly and getting a watchtower up there to defend from his area over here. Down here, Sarajevo trying to get in as much harassment as possible. As you can see, that man at arms there trying to do some damage. Villagers, of course, being stronger in mass, but they actually have to be told to attack, so that's never good. So we'll speed it back up now. As you can see, these 2 towers here. Forward base still up here. As you can see now, Sarajevo has seen it, so he's going to be wanting to get into castle and get a ram out to get rid of that quick as possible. So coming down again to do some more harassment. As you can see, putting up a gold mine there, and just patrolling this gold mine here to keep him away from it. So as you can see, more men coming in through here to get that harassment in. As you can see, trying to knock off that watchtower, so putting that man-at-arms in there to try and keep it down. As you can see, coming out to kill off these villagers, archer there. And if we come down here now, we'll see a bit of harassment down here from Sarajevo. It's a very well balanced game, I thought. It's played extremely well by both players. So coming down over here, patrolling around here. This forward base here, as you can see up here, Esterb4n up here, walling the gold mine in, so he'll be unable to use this even if he can take out this forward base here. until he takes down that wall. And of course, you're going to need at least siege to take out the stone wall. There's no real good way to get out of it. So you can see blacksmith coming up there, so obviously the castle age is going to be wanted to be done, or at least going to try and get the blacksmith upgrades so it can improve this. Well, it's not really, I wouldn't call it a rush, he's trying to do damage with this. Watchtower coming up here, perfect spot, as you can see. We'll get rid of the use of all these farms here, and I'll force him to move his lumber camp. So down over here now, keeping his opponent off this gold mine. So you can see, it is a very even game. So as you can see here, Sarajevo coming down through here. These guys here trying to kill off this watchtower, however getting picked off by these archers here. Lots and lots of villagers coming in through here, and an archery range, and another wall off coming up here. As we can see, taking this watchtower here down, and Esterb4n there, retreating from the area, knowing he's finished there. No point losing people you know you're going to lose. It's always better to have as many people on the field as possible. As you can see over here, still getting the harassment over here, keeping him off this gold mine. However, it looks like he is going to be able to get this up here. Esterb4n still being able to see this, but we'll see if Sarajevo, he cannot see this tower coming up, so he'll come back here to a great surprise. And there we go, having to retreat off straight away. Up over here, yeah, I think I'll leave the Fog of War on unless we're specifically looking at something, because there's too much going on to miss. So as you can see, all archers here, of course being Huns, archers being good because you'll be able to get those cavalry archers out later. All skirms there for Esterb4n, except one archer there. So he'll be able to combat these archers quite well. However, in this point here, it will be who has more men, and it definitely looks like SarajevoCity has that. This forward base here proving extremely valuable. So doing lots of damage here and increasing that. So coming down here for another just economical rush here. As you can see, sitting under that tower there, so it can't hit him. Of course, murder holes not being available until the next age. Going in through here, putting another tower up there to defend his base there. Good call. And as you can see, sitting under here, trying to kill off as many of these villagers as possible. Doing a great job over here with the harassment, however being harassed quite heavily at his main base over here. The points, however, only put in a 100-point difference, and I believe that's quite right. This game has been played extremely well. Outpost coming up there to give him that little bit of line of sight, so we can see that no one's coming in through there, so we'll be able to micro his villagers away very quickly. So sitting under this tower here and moving away now, and Esterb4n there coming in with skirmishes, so being able to counter this quite easily. Bringing more skirms down now to counter the counter. However, he looks like he will make it off quite easily. So as you can see, wall off coming up there, so he is free to mine this gold. This gold here, of course, being out of action, and that one there will be able to get it, like it wouldn't be hard to get, but it is in quite an open area and have to do a wall off to really secure the area. So down over here, still going in through here, SarajevoCity getting harassed down here again, and Esterb4n getting clear for harassment at the moment. SarajevoCity is going to Castle Age. We'll check on Esterb4n. Esterb4n has only just started the castle research there, and only 50 points is really changing in the scores here, so it's definitely a close game. It's very good. So again, coming through here with more skirmishes, retreating his skirmishes here because there's no point in losing them. As you can see, lots of watchtowers coming up around the area to secure these positions, and it looks like over here that Sarajevo is going to get in here and might even be able to take some of these towers out. Sarajevo just going to castle there and sending these troops in here. Very smart idea considering these ones here are coming. Skirmishes, of course, just picking up all the damage from there, not taking much damage at all. And as you can see, he's done quite a good wall off his base at the moment. It's a very well defended area. So Sarajevo just coming right here, looking for an entrance and upgrading to elite skirmishes now. It's quite a smart idea, and Stonewall coming up there, because Palisade at this point in the game is very easy to break through. So here we can see gathering more skirms there, and no doubt these will be going up to elite skirmishes very soon. However, having that up, it means he will start to create the cavalry archers, as he is Huns and they are cheap and they are very effective, probably the perfect hit and run unit. As you can see, these skirms have actually made into Esterb4n's base, and he's having to fight them off with his own skirms. Up over here now, killing off as many villages as possible, as you can see, having all the blacksmith upgrades for this point in time, and just trying to get rid of these ones here. No doubt, Siege Workshop there will be creating battle rams and trying to get rid of this forward base here. Cavalry archers now being created, as I said, Huns of course being very good with their cavalry archers, the perfect hit and run unit. They have 50 bulk, 6+2 attack when upgraded, and 4+2 range. That's not a bad hit and run unit, honestly. So those rams coming out now to combat this forward base. As you can see there, these units will all be expulsed. There we go, and he will micro them back to his own base. Of course, as you can see, they're outgunned, and those rams, of course, being able to soak up a lot of the damage that could be done. So now they're going to be wanting to move on to this gold mine here next, so he can actually collect his main gold pile. This side over here, so has started bringing these cavalry archers forward. However, Esterb4n coming in here with a retaliation of the forward base here. Of course, getting these mangonels out to combat every archer unit possible. As you can see, doing great splash damage there. So these skirmishes here, being able to combat these cavalry archers, as you can see, doing a lot of damage here. However, it does look like, yep, the mangonel has gone down. Mangonels, of course, being their own greatest weakness. Over this side here, finally getting rid of that wall there so we can get onto that gold, because of course cavalry archers being very gold expensive. Over this side here, just microing a bit, microing as much as possible to avoid the fire of that mangonel and kill off all those cavalry archers. Go for the expensive units first, why not? So now being into his base, he will be able to go straight in through here and do as much damage as he possibly can. As you can see over here, these cavalry archers coming straight in through here, trying to kill off as many of these villages as possible. That's 2, 3, and a hell of a lot more down over here. As you said, bring the mangonel in there, this will probably be able to kill off most of them. There we go, and this last one, if not being careful, there we go, gone. So as you can see now, as I said, Esterb4n has actually moved into Sarajevo's base over here. So pushing in quite hard. As you can see, that town centre, of course, going to be hard to get through. Looks like he has lost his mangonel right there, however. Up over this side now, skirmishes coming up over here to combat this attack over here, and hopefully pull them out just like that. See the mangonel there, doing lots of damage, of course, soaking up heaps of damage as well. Of course, having that little bit of micro there. Over this side over here now, building more mangonels to defend against these cavalry archers, of course being able to micro them extremely quickly, as you can see over here. Doing more and more damage over here. This mangonel, of course, being able to take out these elite skirmishes very, very quickly. Stables and lots of archer range coming up over here. No doubt he's going to be wanting to get a lot more of those cavalry archers up. As we can see over here, still taking out this gold stone wall, of course, being extremely effective there. As you can see, being chased away on the side of the map from his small attack on this end up over here. As you can see, all these skirmishes over here have now been defeated, so that area now is free for Esterb4n to do what he feels like. And over this side here, just keeping these units here. So town center wanting to come up there near this gold and this wood, that's fair enough. Sarajevo, has seen this and knows his opponent will be coming in through there. As you can see here, these cavalry archers coming in here, being micro to take off these villages. Of course, these rams moving around are perfect against Huns. In doing that, you can soak up a lot of damage usually. As you can see, coming out here for deer, just trying to get as much food as possible at this point in time. So as you can see, Esterb4n has expanded right across the map with his economy. So has Sarajevo all the way along here. I think Sarajevo does have the easily defended position. As you can see around here, Esterb4n has clustered, and over here Sarajevo has just gone in one long swoop. So as you can see, these cavalry archers pulling back now. And up here, getting these mangonels out. Mangonels, as I said, extremely effective versus archers, ridiculously effective. They can kill off so many so easily and have that really high pierce armor. As you can see, trying up here to take out some of these villages this town center was put up, but not being able to. All these cavalry archers and mangonels here being able to do a lot of damage. As you can see, this castle coming up here now to hold this position here, basically. So if he wants to go into his main base, he's going to have to come through here. Or, yeah, the only real way he'll have is to come through this area here. And if Esterb4n can lock that off successfully by putting a castle or another town center up in this area here, he will be pretty well defended. He'll know exactly when an attack's coming. Alright, so big push on this side here now. As you can see, town center coming up there, cavalry archers coming up here, and garrisoning that town center, of course. And here we can see being outmatched there, so forced to retreat. And if you can get them in range of this town center, there we go, doing a fair bit of damage to these guys from this town center. As we can see now, over this side, more and more going on. Skirmishes finding this route through here now, so he knows he is able to come through here. Villages moving forward, of course getting another forward base up there, and Esterb4n going Imperial now, and Sarajevo has also started going Imperial. We'll watch from Sarajevo now and see what he's up to. Well, we've really been commentating everyone, so it's been quite good. So stables coming up here, no doubt to try and get either some knights or light cav out to combat all of the cavalry archers that are being produced here. As you can see, lots of skirmishes being produced, and this mangonel, of course, coming up here to hopefully get rid of this. As you can see, good micro there from these guys here. However, this one here did manage to be taken out quicker. As you can see, stables coming up here, lots and lots of stables to combat those cavalry archers and those mangonels as well. Castle coming up in this position here, very bold move to put it up here, considering his enemy still has it under a lot of control, honestly. So as you can see, being forced to retreat there, and that mangonel coming down there. Light cav up here now, so sending light cav in through this window of opportunity down here. As we can see now, Sarajevo is up by about 1,000 points, so it's getting to be more in his favour. Of course, he has a great economy at the moment. If you look at this, big economy here, all this gold mine's been done, got lots of villages on this one down here, this one down here completely full, this one down here same deal, and going Imperial right now for both players. So this light cav being able to upgrade to Hussar, and of course light cav going to be able to do a fair bit of damage to this cavalry archer mass here. However, microing them against this light cavalry is doing a lot of damage. Bringing skirmishes in through here and battering rams onto this town centre here, so putting a push through here now. And this castle, which was here before, just got destroyed while the attack was going through up there. Deployed 2 trebuchets here and took this, really just took the castle out as quick as possible. Ah, it's still there, I'm looking at the wrong building. But anyway, you will see, it is going to go down. Cavalry archers here to defend the position. As you can see, filling these stables up here with cavalry. And we were about to see this castle get destroyed, so you'll be about to see what I just commentated. That was a fail on my part there. Oh well, it's still good to watch. Nothing really changed about it, as you can see. Bringing that one onto there, castle up there, so this area here is now no man's land. Bringing up this trebuchet here, so taking out this castle here. Of course, having villages inside it, so we'll be able to do some repairs, but whether or not they'll be able to repair it quick enough is the question. As you can see through here, moving light cavalry in through here, of course being able to soak up a lot of damage from these town centers with their 2+4 pierce armor damage. As we can see over here, being pushed into from here by Sarajevo. And over here now, you will see this castle is going down. Another trebuchet being deployed there, and these cavalry archers here being used to defend the trebuchets. Trebuchets being an extremely expensive unit, so always protect them, always. As you can see, this castle is no doubt going to go down now. However, getting in there quickly, but the castle is down, so that is exactly what happened there. Using these cavalry archers over here now, moving them away from this front line over here to defend against all the light cavalry coming in through here, and a wall trying to put up there. As we can see now, Sarajevo has an amazing economy, whereas Esterb4n is low on every resource. He does not have anything to spare. He's basically, at this point, he's out of it. Once he loses these armies he has here, he's gone. Like, there's no chance of comeback once he loses this, unless he pulls a miracle out, and I don't think that's going to happen, honestly. As you can see, trying to get one there, and there we go. Esterb4n did actually surrender because he had nothing to fight with. So I hope you enjoyed the game. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Really, I hope you enjoyed the new opening.